All right, I'll call to order the meeting of the Oxford Area Cable Communications Commission for January 10th, 2022. Let's stand and pay our respects to the flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
And this is Kyle. Do you remember Kyle?
Oh, wait. He's back.
He's back.
You know, it sounded like him, but I thought, that's good. Welcome back, Carl.
Welcome back.
Okay. Roll call. Who's it?
Mo.
She's the secretary.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen is the alternate secretary?
I don't know.
I'll take roll call.
Okay.
I'm not even sure who's supposed to be here. See, Karen Geibel? No. Maureen? No. Township alternate, Margaret Payne?
Yeah.
You're here. Addison Township alternate, John Duval? Is that you?
No,
No.
John Hawkins. I'm with Leonard.
John Duvall is the Village of Oxford.
Oh. Well, your name's not on the
He's a TBD.
TV to be
Yes.
determined.
Yes.
How do you spell your last name?
Hawkins, Hawkins.
But it is John, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just assumed there was a John here. Sorry, I got you wrong.
No problem.
Ed Hunwick's here. Oh, there's your name. At the top.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
how funny. That's a mess. Sorry. We'll get that straight.
All right, we have a quorum.
Mm-hmm.
You sure we have a quorum?
3 out of 5.
Doesn't have to be 3 communities?
No. It's just a quorum. It has to be at least a community representative, which is why you need that super quorum.
Correct, but I'm just wondering for a quorum, does there have to be 3 representatives? No, okay.
No.
Just 3 members of the board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, item 4, approval of agenda.
I move to approve the agenda as presented with the movement of the election of officers to be removed until next month.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we can do that. I won't be here next month, so if we.
I won't either.
Oh, no.
We probably won't have a meeting next month.
Well, the person that's taking my place will be here.
Catherine.
Oh, yeah, you're the alternate, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So at least you'll have a super quorum.
Okay, so, yeah, we can do that. We can remove the,
Well, we don't have enough to,
well, at present, if Maureen's here, is that enough for the election of officers?
I think so that's how they did it when Sue Basardi became president.
Well,
but I don't know that that's right.
Let's just remove it as the motion is being presented. So we're gonna remove 10A.
yes.
I'd like to amend the agenda somewhat, but before we do that, I guess we need a motion to support.
There's no support. So,
Are you gonna support, John?
Yes.
He's
I don't know
supporting.
where you're going.
We have a motion's been supported. I would like to add, under new business, meeting location.
Okay, so we need to finish this before we make any changes.
Finish what?
We have to all vote
Vote
this
on it.
down. We have to all say no.
Well, this is the agenda, though.
And then we have to make a new motion with a new item on the agenda.
Right.
Okay? You can't add stuff in the middle of a motion.
Right.
True, trust me.
Well, I trust you, I'm just confused because we've never done that in the past, so.
Well-
All right, so
You're doing it wrong.
Right.
I trust you, you're the, we're approving the agenda with the omission of 10A.
Right.
All right, so I can add something to this agenda after we approve this.
We're going to not approve this agenda. We're all going to vote no. And then we're going to make a new motion with the change, the new changes that you want in there.
Right, so Ed will have to make that motion,
Right,
and including deleting 10A.
right.
Okay, so we're not approving this agenda?
Yeah, we have to take the vote to make
The
sure
motion
that we're
has to
not.
fail.
Okay, well, that's what the motion is, not to approve the agenda.
No, the motion is to approve it. That's how I moved
Let
with
it
the
fail.
deletion of 10A, but we're hoping that everybody's gonna vote no, so that we can have a new motion with a new agenda, okay? Just call for the vote, trust me on this. Call
You
me
have to
first.
let that motion
Hawkins.
fail.
No.
Attaboy. Marge?
No,
No. Hunwick, no. Okay.
okay, there you go. Now, you have to move because I can't move.
I need a motion to approve an agenda with the deletion of 10A and the addition of 10D, meeting location. And since I'm still a board chair at this point in time, I want to put 10E, employee benefits.
10E,
Yeah.
okay. You can make that motion, you don't have to call for one.
Yep, just say that's how you, what you move.
That's your motion?
That's okay, that's my motion.
Okay.
Do we hear a second?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to just say support.
Support. Alright, I'm new to this, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just support, that's
You're
good.
doing good.
Support.
We have a motion that's been supported. I'll do roll call.
Okay.
Hawkins,
Here.
no,
Say
either yes or no.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry.
Attaboy,
I'm
yes.
getting all confused now.
Hunwick, yes. Payne,
Yes.
yes, okay.
Motion
Now, we have
passed.
an agenda.
We have an agenda.
Motion passed.
Motion.
Sorry,
passed.
there's all kinds of rules about this, about the agendas.
Yeah, before, it was done differently, but that's fine. Whatever it takes.
Okay.
Public comments on items not on the agenda. There's nobody out there?
No.
The minutes from November 22nd, 2021, they're on pages 3 and 4 in your packet. If you read them and you don't have any issues, were you even here, Marge, for that meeting?
I was,
Well, we didn't have a December meeting,
Correct.
so
Just November.
so you were here in November.
Yep.
I have a question on the minutes. I'm sorry, I hate to be a headache, but under number 10C, you have a statement here that says Payne felt it would be wrong to charge. Should have a representative from each community present. What is the charge?
I don't know what she means by that.
Who
I
wrote these
don't
up?
either.
Mo, I don't do them anymore, remember?
Payne felt it would be
Okay.
wrong to change, maybe?
Oh, maybe that's it.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
Should
what's
have a
the
representative
topic?
from each community present.
Yes, that,
Oh,
it is
change.
change, it's not.
Okay.
Super quorum discussion, yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
'Cause I
wrong
remember
to
that.
change, so we just got it,
Yeah.
it's a typo.
Yep.
So I move to approve the minutes from November 22nd, 2021 for Oxford Area Cable Commission with the change under 10C, for the sentence that says Payne felt it would be wrong to charge, the word would be changed.
Change. All right, we have a motion. Support? It's support? We have support. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're good. Bill review. The expense revenue bill run, this is for approval. Do we need a super quorum for spending money?
No,
Because it's in the budget?
right.
All right, so we have an expense revenue bill run from 11/22 through 12/20 on pages 5 through 10. The total amount was on page 7.
I move to approve the expenditures for the amount, in the amount of $66,067.95.
Support.
We have a motion and it's been supported, and you have to do roll call. Hawkins?
That would be you, then you say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, attaboy. Payne?
Yes.
Hunwick, yes. Motion passes.
So you just approved what you supported?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just bundle 7B and C together. The year-to-date bill run and the distribution report for receive and file.
Okay. Do we need a motion?
Just, yes, just to receive and file.
I move to receive and file the year-to-date revenue and expenditure report for the full year of 2021, and also the invoice general ledger distribution report for November and December of 2021.
Support.
We have a motion that's been supported. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Yes. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if it's money that you're spending or approving, you have to do the roll call, otherwise it's just a general all in favor. Aye.
Okay, item 8A, which is on page 17, kind of just part of the discussion we had prior to the meeting. It indicates, for those of you that aren't aware, this tells you how much we have, pretty much what we have in the bank. And our current balance in the bank is the 175,352. Correct?
Correct.
Does that make sense?
I'm trying to find, you said page 17? Oh, there, no?
Yeah, page 17.
We haven't gotten a report for January yet.
I haven't got it. Yeah.
For our
Oh, there it is.
expenditures.
Okay.
Did you see it, John?
Okay. 175, yeah.
175,352 is what the current fund balance is for the TV station.
All right.
I would need a motion to receive and file.
So moved?
Can I support?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
I'll support. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Managers report.
Did Dave hand that out?
Yes,
Okay. Do you want me to go over it?
you can,
Read it out loud?
the whole thing?
We,
Can
actually.
you skim over it and
I
just give
can.
us the bullet points?
Yep, when I started out to write a manager's report, I thought, really haven't done a lot this month because of what happened at the school and everything got canceled. Well, then, the more I thought about it, COVID has affected us. We've had 2 employees with COVID. Currently, 1 is out, and I have no idea for how long. But it's also put back the installation of our playback system because we needed a report verified of what the scope of work that was going to be done. And we needed to send that back to Telview. Our IT guy had COVID. He didn't get to it until last Friday. So I don't believe we're going to get installation until February. Having said that, in a separate incident, our network system is down right now, which affects Dave, because all of Dave's archives are on it, and it affects us from communicating together. It does not affect us getting on and off the air. That part is old, and so they had to search, the IT guy who has been sick, had to seek out that part, and it will be delivered in 2 days. So we're kind of down in the office, but we're not out.
Who installs that?
That our IT person, Curtis Toko, so that's gonna cost us some money. Having him come out a couple times to figure out what went wrong, and then having him come back in and install it.
Okay.
Let's see, I did employee reviews because we're supposed to have them done in January. I can give them to you or put them on our agenda for next month. They have been done in January. I did not put, kind of like to request a 3% raise for them, which is in the budget. I didn't put it on the agenda this month because I wanted I want direction on those evaluations. It's employee self-review, which doesn't make sense to me, but that's what this board decided upon. So I had them do it, but I also did an evaluation, just a quick one on them as well. So I'm pretty satisfied with how they came out. So I can turn those into you, this board, in February, and we can talk about it then. I have them here if everybody wants to see them, or do we make copies of all of them and pass them out to everybody?
I don't think it's a good idea to make
I don't
copies.
either, I didn't like that.
You know, generally, it's, a subcommittee would review them and make a recommendation to the
And we
board.
do have a subcommittee that we can turn those
So,
into.
you know, that would be what I would think would be a good way to go, is the subcommittee make a recommendation to the board, unless anybody sees any problems with it.
Hi, Maureen.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Longest ride.
Is Karen on the personnel committee with you now? Isn't that
I
what?
think we put her on the
Yeah,
list.
that's what I thought. What, that wasn't changed on the.
Okay.
Karen is, because Karen agreed to participate on that committee, so maybe you could provide those to
Tomorrow,
them
yeah.
prior to the next meeting
Okay, I'll do that.
and let them review them. You must, I mean, you have to put down your input on those reviews
I
as
did.
well.
Well, I did an independent one, so I
Okay.
just attached it to those. And I'm pretty satisfied with everybody that we have right now. Everybody has stepped up to the plate. They've done whatever they've been asked to do and above and beyond. So it's been a good, in that respect, it's been a good 6 months. After the whole dust settled at the school, we were the only media invited for their first conference, or their first news conference, and it was just strictly with Tim and Mr. Donahue. So I'm pretty proud of us for that. We stayed out of the way. We heard what the community was saying. They didn't want us there.
That's
And
good.
so we have a plan, and actually John Ochins, I don't know if you guys remember him, but he was our school person and did schooling around for 3 years or 4 and moved out of the area. He lives in Alpena. He's offered to come back down and do a history of the event. And he's already talked to Tim Throne about it, and Tim said whatever John needs and whatever we need, they'll accommodate us. So that's what we want to do, is capture the whole event, and it's not going to happen overnight.
Right.
But it's our job to record the history of this community. We just didn't want to do it in the thick of it, because we were affected as well.
We all were.
But we heard Oxford. They didn't want us in their face.
Right.
So
What were
that's-
they doing down there today?
Today was their first day, the high school, first day back.
But they're, yeah,
But
they
to
didn't
the
go
middle
to
school.
They didn't go to the high school. They went to the middle
So
school.
that's why they were downtown again?
Probably.
The news people.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, that's why, yeah.
Oh.
And they weren't invited. I mean, you can't stop them. We were invited, but we didn't, but all we did was record the buses moving out, just to show, keep that in our history as well. We also did a tour of the studio with Parks and Recs, and it was successful. The people that came were really interested in what we do. They didn't really know what their television station did with them. We're going to do more. And I want to set a goal to do editing classes through Parks and Rec, and how to shoot through Parks and Rec, how to do videography. I really need to change that word. And how to interview people through Parks and Rec. So I'm going to work with Dawn and try to get that set up for maybe their spring event, or their spring calendar. Let's see. Oh, one of the big things I'd like to do, we need to be more visible. So I want to do some research and find out if we can put a sign on the street side of our building rather than waiting until somebody comes into the parking lot and they see us. If we do, I'd like to put in for money for a sign that's light up if it's possible. I have to check with the planning commission and see what we can do on the outside of that building.
I don't think you have to go in front of the plane. You have to go to the building department and apply for a
Okay.
permit.
Good. So yeah, that's the next thing I'd like to do, and that's going to be a good chunk of change too.
Mhm.
Because I know it was when we got one at the other building, which I think we left. Doing staff meetings every other month, and it seems to help us. I think it's helping our attitude, and it's really helping communication and creativity. Today we had one, and it was amazing what they came up with, so I'm excited about that. I am on a campaign to let everybody know that we're here. And why we're here. We're here for the community. And so, yeah, you can read the details and ask me about it later, but the biggest thing was, oh, and also, we talked about this earlier, I really want to set up a sound booth somewhere in the studio. We didn't put one in when we built the place. But also we're getting a lot of requests for podcasts and podcast training, and we need a sound booth for that. So I've done some research, and you can buy them all set up online, and they go anywhere between $3,000 and $10,000. So I'll put some specs together, and they will fit right in the studio, so it'd be perfect. And you can put 2 people in the higher priced one. You can put 2 people in this booth. So I'll do research and present that to you in the future. And that's it. Any questions? Yes?
We have managers report.
Yeah.
I just have a quick statement.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where to put this. They did some research. We sent you guys a check in August.
Yep.
We have the receipt from the township. It's never cleared the bank.
Joe's on it.
No one knows where this check is. We're reissuing a new check.
Joe is doing the research, and then I spoke with Terry. Terry said she's going to check with the bank. I know right around that time from being on the chamber board, and our account had some difficulties, and it had something to do with the switch they were making. So Terry's researching that end of it, while Joe Ferrari's researching.
While I was
this end.
sitting on Burdick Street, Terry sent me a copy of the check and said they're gonna reissue it. So
Oh, I get it. So they
they have no idea where this check went. It's just gone.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. Okay, good.
The franchise fee check?
Yes.
Yep.
From the village.
From the village,
Uh-huh.
it's missing.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the receipt that we gave it to the township.
Yeah.
The township took it to the bank, and it's gone. It's never been deposited. The bank just poofed it.
Yeah.
The bank poofed it.
Yeah, it made it to the bank, and that's where it stopped.
Did it get cash?
No,
Ah.
it's never cleared our account.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay, good to know.
All right, manager's report. Unfinished business, 9A, the employee identification number. This is a project that I initiated after the situation that occurred last year with one of our employees and some discussions with the Oxford Township. The township's auditor, we originally went with the attorney to put forth in motion to get us our own identification number to separate us from Oxford Township. 'Cause Oxford Township said that unless we do that, their attorney's opinions would override our attorney opinions if they differ, which it didn't last year. So the process has been started. The attorney started it. She actually got the identification number, but she was not an expert on pursuing it beyond the point where she took it. So I talked to Joe Ferrari and Sue McCullough, and I was told to have Raina, I can't remember her last name, she is the CPA who does the township audit. I talked to her on the phone, and she said she could fix this with no problem.
Jeez. Good.
And I talked to Sue McCullough about a week ago, and she said Raina is working on it.
Yeah, I've been in contact with
Okay,
her.
so the objective here is that we would be a separate entity, but the township is still going to handle a payroll, and Raina will still do the audit for us. We pay the township an annual fee for that, and that's not going to change according to the township. They said it shouldn't change, but if it does, it does. I told Raina if there is any additional expense that we should be billed for, I said, then bill us, you know, but for this particular situation.
Right.
But this has not been finalized yet, but it's in the process of getting done.
She and Sue McCullough are working on it right now.
Okay, Mo, in your absence, we deleted 10A because we don't have enough of a quorum to,
Okay.
can you enlighten me real quick? I don't know. Do we need a super quorum to elect officers?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, I don't have the handbook or anything, the bylaws, but I would think probably. Plus, the worst thing in the world to do is to come to a meeting and say, hey, we elected you chairperson last month.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for missing a meeting, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm here.
That has not happened in the past, but I think it's a good idea.
All right, item 10B, the schedule for next year for meeting.
Last page.
Is there any,
I have a comment.
sure,
I was talking to Dave, and on our agenda every month, the very last item, we're gonna have discussion of next month's meeting. And we're gonna see who's in Norway, who's in Abu Dhabi, who's in Florida, are we gonna have a quorum? Because we've been doing it, and we really aren't doing it legal because it's not on the agenda. So if we discuss it at the end of today's meeting, who's gonna be here February 28th? You going to Norway again?
no, but I'm leaving for Florida
For
tomorrow.
Florida? For how long?
I'm 2 months,
So you won't be at the next meeting?
the next 2.
Oy vey.
Well, no. Well, when are you coming back?
April?
Well, I will be back for March. I'll be back, middle of March.
So you're only missing February.
Is anybody else gonna miss February?
I'm off after today.
She's an alternate.
I'm just
Oh,
an
do you know who's
alternate.
gonna be the regular?
Are you gonna be here in February?
Colton, she's the new board member.
Oh, I haven't met her.
Yeah,
Catherine.
you'll meet her next time.
She has shunned her on a committee already. Good job.
Hey, I got more than enough committees.
So,
Ed, Dave's got his hand up.
yeah, Dave.
Since there's no elected vice chair right now, and you're gone, who will conduct the meeting?
Oh, there's a good point.
It's not hard. Anybody can do it.
Well, the secretary can.
Secretary would be next.
Yeah.
Or not.
You just said it's not her.
Yeah, I don't know who this young gentleman
This
is.
is John.
John Hawkins.
You're on our commission?
Yep.
Run away. Representing
Say, this
letter.
is the easiest
Yeah.
one you'll have.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Mo is
So is there
from
any
the Village of Ox.
Discussion about the meeting dates.
No, looks good to me. I move to approve the OACCC meeting dates for 2022.
Support.
We have a motion been supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Employee reviews, form clarification. I'm assuming that's you, Terry?
Yeah, we kind of just got that, so what I will do, I have them, I will turn them over to Mo and Karen
Okay.
prior to the next meeting, and we'll have it on the agenda for the next meeting. And then we should also do my review at the next meeting. You're not
Okay.
gonna be here? Okay.
We added two issues, 10D and E. 10D is meeting location. Prior to COVID, we were meeting at the Oxford Village facility. And that was done as a consideration for everybody for a central location. So nobody, so everybody wasn't driving to one side of town like you're doing now.
Down Burdick Street, which is
Yeah, well.
faster.
So,
Is it 2 more miles?
The question I have here is, do we want to go back to the village, and will the village take us back?
I'm sure they'll take you back.
Well, do we want to go back to the village? Is that, I don't care. I mean, this is a much easier drive for me, but going back to the village only makes sense for those people, the 2 members of Leonard and Addison. it's a long, I mean, they're coming all the way to the other side of town.
Well, it's Karen's usually coming from work, which would be the Southfield area, right?
Well, this brings her closer to her house anyway.
Yeah, it does. Mhm.
Is there any objection to, do you want to go back to the village?
I don't care.
You don't care? Do you? Let's say you were on this commission, do you care?
6 of one, half dozen
6 of one,
another
half dozen the other.
for me, yeah.
Um,
I don't know, I feel like this board table is longer, and with COVID, I feel like we're more spread out and there's more space. I guess that would be my only thing, is that this seems to have more space.
Let's put this back on the agenda for next month, or the month, and if we get a established board, you could still be on the board, right?
I understand what you're saying, and if you need to do that to be fair to the Leonard and Addison people, then by all means do it. That being said, it's, what are we, 2 miles from
Yeah,
the
it's not a
village?
big difference at all.
It's like a 2 mile.
I know, and I'm just trying to find out what everybody's, how they feel about it. If you don't care, we can just still meet here, that's
Because
fine.
then it's 2 miles back, so it's really full.
I feel like when people that are in Leonard, I mean, there's no grocery stores nearby, so I don't think they're complaining.
And this
about
does
3
take you
miles.
past Art and Dick's. You can stop and get your groceries shopping.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the original reason for doing it at the Village of Oxford is a central location.
Right.
So everybody would have except for you. Everybody would be centrally located to come to a central location and not have to drive beyond, a reasonable amount. I don't think this is an unreasonable amount, but it's still a couple miles more for you to travel. But if that's no problem, we'll put it back on the agenda and see what
Okay.
The real people say.
well, if they don't care, they don't care. I just wanted to bring that up. And the other thing I wanted to bring up is I had some conversations with a couple of community leaders regarding this commission and the TV station. And I brought this up a number of years ago, and I was basically it was voted down. The board at the time didn't want to pursue it. But the community leaders that I had a conversation with feel that we should look at it again, and that is providing benefits to full-time employees.
What kind of benefits?
Help?
Health.
You get health insurance, don't you, Terry?
No, I pay for my own.
I thought we did something.
She
Did you
gets
get
a
paid?
stipend.
Started because you made me file separate as a single person, which then I got the Obamacare benefit of $700 a month, and I was paying $700. And at the end of the year, I ended up paying the government back $5,000 to $6,000 because I was married and filing separately. So it really messed me up, and I just started paying for my own, and you guys gave me an extra $600 a month.
So we pay you $600 a month for healthcare.
Yes, Dave.
This will apply to both full-time and salary?
Full-time only.
Well, salary is full-time, right?
Well, I guess not necessarily, but yeah, I guess somebody could be paid salary, not be full-time, but it's full-time people, if they're salary or hourly.
And how many full-time people do we have?
3.
Okay, if you're going to go forward with this, we just went through this at NODA, and she's got some good contact people for good prices. So I would suggest if you're gonna,
Well,
I would be in favor of pursuing this.
I just,
I'd like to see the numbers.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I guess what I would like is a motion to pursue the options and programs and insurance policies are out there, or options are out there, whether we can piggyback on the township or whether we can talk to NODA.
Well, I would say that the township has a Cadillac plan, okay? very, very costly. Again, noted, talk to Lynn Gustafson, she's got a whole schedule in all these different companies she went to. I mean, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, I
Right.
think. But yeah, I moved to pursue, looking into possible healthcare benefits for the full-time employees.
So you don't have a problem with Terry pursuing, investigating the costs?
Right.
We need to actually put that to a vote?
I don't think so.
All right.
Well,
Then
it's
why
on the
don't you
agenda.
pursue
Okay.
various options? Because and I don't know this for a fact, but I was told we're the only government body that doesn't provide health insurance to its full-time employees in the area.
Mhm. I think that might be true.
It would
Is-
actually be 2 because I get Medicare now as of August.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Welcome, yeah, but,
Date yourself.
you know?
But it would just
Really?
be 2.
You're in August, you said?
I just got it, yeah.
Yeah. I met with the guy, because I start in July.
You guys are babies. I've been going at it for a couple of years.
I'm just learning my way through it. It's quite
Well,
confusing.
you know, for me, there's nothing, I don't have to do anything with it. I mean, there's nothing to know. I just have to get my card.
That's
I don't
nice.
have to buy an extra insurance because I'm a GM, my husband's a
okay.
GM retiree.
Because I did buy an extra insurance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I will do that.
Some
But
of us are way
because-
too young to even think about that, aren't we?
I got insurance. I'm good.
Wait a minute, you're not that young.
No, but I'm too young to think about that.
So, because it's on the agenda, don't you have to vote on that?
No, I think it's just discussion.
Okay,
I don't think you have to
okay.
have a motion on
Yeah, we're not
every item.
making a decision
Oh,
or
that's true,
anything.
right,
You're just
yeah.
going to
Sorry,
pursue it.
My bad, yep.
All
I'm
right.
overthinking all of it now.
Committee reports, the technical committee. After the purchase and acquisition and the discussions we had a couple of months ago, I've done nothing since then.
I
I'm
would like
gonna
to
let,
talk about it, though.
you want to talk about it?
I would like to talk about what we're looking into.
Well, go right ahead.
Well, no, I did, I informed you of what we're thinking of what we need as far as.
You got nothing,
like-
you got more to add, or no?
No, but
Oh.
I don't know if you'd want to stop by and,
Oh, yeah,
Talk
I
about
will,
it.
yeah, I will. I'm just,
all right,
I haven't done anything,
oh, I see.
and there's
Yeah.
still nobody,
None, nothing.
named to be determined yet.
Do we have the equipment that you guys wanted to buy? All of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, there's one more thing that we could get, that I'd like to get, and that's a computer for that playback system. Right now, we're using an older one, and I didn't put that within the scope. I did put it in the scope, we haven't bought it yet. Sorry. But we can always use more.
And it's all up and running?
But everything, no, sorry, you weren't here. The playback system has been delayed, the installation has been delayed because of COVID.
The installer got COVID.
Is
Our-
he out?
The IT guy.
IT guy,
The
yeah.
IT guy got COVID.
Just got better Friday. So that put us back almost a month.
Okay.
And then the rest of the equipment that we need, I've got on that 3-year plan. But I can find more if we have to spend money.
I don't want to spend money just to spend it. I want to make sure we're doing
I
it
don't want the
wisely.
communities to take it away from us.
Yeah, I get it.
And we would be doing it wisely, there's no doubt. I mean, there's always stuff that we need.
Well, and-
Because of the outdated equipment,
right,
it happens so quickly. I
yeah,
mean, just that card, that modem, that's only 5 years old.
yeah.
And they're having a hard time finding that particular card. Not even 5 years old, it's 3 years old. And they're having a hard time finding it because it's outdated. That's the problem with our business, for sure.
Okay, well, going back to the technical committee,
Sorry.
do I need, is there anybody willing to step up to be part of it? Or do we want to wait till next month? Let's find out if you're going to be part of this group.
I'm not gonna be.
For
It's on,
sure?
it's on the township board agenda
Yeah.
for Wednesday for Catherine to be appointed to this.
Okay, I thought you said there was a possibility. you might-
No.
No,
There's
okay.
no possibility.
Well, then why don't we'll wait until next meeting to see if when we have a permanent board, to see who wants to be part of the committee. Then the Personnel Committee, well, you guys are gonna get the evaluations and.
The personnel committee was exposed to COVID in December, daily. I mean, people in my work were dropping like flies.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't meet with anybody. I didn't go to council meetings, because I can't.
Did you get it?
I did not, but everybody, we lost, probably half our staff got COVID in December.
Wow.
Somebody brought it in from Thanksgiving, and then it just went through the building.
Wow.
That's too bad. All right, well, you guys will have something to do for
Yeah.
next meeting anyway. Item 12, Commissioner comments. Mr. Hawkins, you want to make any comment? Your first day here?
Yeah, no comments.
No comment? That's fine. Commissioner Payne,
Nothing.
Commissioner Helmuth?
I just apologize for being late. But I'm glad I didn't get stuck on a committee when I wasn't here.
I just want to say that despite everything that I said and that resulted in the past year about my trip to Norway, it did happen, I did go,
Yay!
and so I'm back, so I don't have to worry about planning around. Well, I am going back to Norway.
You are.
Well, my grandson's gonna be born, and my wife insists we have to go back.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah,
Of course you do.
seems to be a
When
motherly
is-
thing.
when are they due?
She's due in 3 weeks.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Neat.
Yeah.
So while you're in Florida,
Yeah, well, I'm in Florida. Oh, I'm sure my wife will be on constant communication with her, but yes, we're in Florida, baby. So hopefully we'll be born healthy and all that, and then we'll go down there sometime. I will probably go down mid-March. I'll be back by the 20th, in time for the meeting. I won't miss the meeting because of Norway.
I still don't believe you really went.
I did go. I did go.
It's all a ruse.
Yeah, it's a nice country. And they all speak English. That's a requirement to learn in their school system. Second grade, they're required to take English and they have to learn it and speak it fluently by the time they graduate.
Wow.
well, it used to be a rule to learn Spanish here in the United States. But there's not one kid graduated from school that knows how to speak Spanish.
Right.
I know kids who started going to kindergarten, they teach them Spanish. They don't know a thing.
No.
That's too bad.
They know a couple songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple phrases.
No public here for comment, unless, Kyle, you got something to say? No? I look for a motion for adjournment.
Wait,
So
Dave's
moved.
got his
So moved.
hand up.
Oh,
Just to reaffirm, when is the next meeting?
on the schedule,
The 28th.
Okay.
We're just gonna do it without Ed.
yeah, that's for sure.
I move to adjourn.
Or
We have a motion that's been supported, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, meeting's adjourned.